game is going to be won or lost up front. And when you look at how both these teams operate, whoever wins the line of scrimmage is probably going to be in the best position to win tonight.
It definitely is, and we've seen, Guyer has that really strong offensive line. They have that strong defensive line. I mean, Byron Nelson has those things too, and I think what Byron Nelson is really going to have to do in order to succeed in this one is to run the tempo well. You're going to have to wear down these defensive linemen, so they're having to bring in the second stringers, having to bring in guys to arrest them, and just keep pushing it down their throats so that the defensive line gets tired out, and Byron Nelson's running back committee is able to push the team forward and set up quarterback Parker Almanza to make some passing touchdowns later on. Right, he's really stepped up for the Bobcats. I mean, last year he was a first-team district pass catcher. Now he's stepping in as a quarterback role. He's done a really great job. You look at the stats, 29 passing touchdowns and just 5 interceptions. That's really great passing IQ for someone who isn't even a quarterback in the first place. So he's really the focal point of this offense, and he's someone that you can rely on to run the ball, throw the ball, and even catch the ball. I believe he has 2 receiving touchdowns as well this season, despite mainly playing the quarterback position. So he really does it all for this offense. They're going to be trying to make sure the ball is in his hands. He's doing the majority of the work. But on top of that, they have a lot of offensive weapons too.
Takes a snap from the shotgun position. Screen pass out to Hawkins, and Guyer really sniffed that one out. And coming over to make the tackle is Caleb Fowler, the senior linebacker. Ends up being no gain on that screen pass to Hawkins.
Yeah, and I want to point out the free safety, Owen Whistler. He did a really good job of breaking through his block and being the first man to hit the receiver in order to set up the rest of his team to make that tackle.
Quick hitter out to the near side numbers. Another flag comes in at the 38-yard line, and Corbin Glasgow took a big hit right in front of that Byron Nelson bench, and Dylan Kelly got some nice oohs and ahs from his teammates.
Yeah, they were loving that, but I actually think we're going to get another holding penalty, but this time I believe it's going to be on Guyer. We'll see what the actual call is.
The flag did come in right as Glasgow was trying to get across the line of scrimmage. And there you are. Tyler Welch gets the penalty call correct, and so Guyer gets backed up 10 yards.
Yeah, it looked like he was actually
3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Going with a pistol formation here. They give it to Cobbs. Tries to weave his way through. He dives into the end zone. That's a Guyer Wildcats touchdown from 2 yards out. And Cobbs is 27th touchdown of the season. Guyer is on the board here in the first quarter.
And that's why you trust your best player. You've got to keep giving the ball to Cobbs because he is going to find ways to get into the end zone. He is just a touchdown machine. He showed it there, was able to push through and potentially tie this game pending the PAT.
Get to the Guyer 24. Looks like a bit of a tush-push type of setup. Almanza makes the cut. He's got daylight and will get to the end zone. Touchdown, Byron Nelson. Parker Almanza, it looked like the tush-push setup, makes a cut to the outside and cashes in for 24. And Byron Nelson retakes the lead with 3:57 to go.
Well, this drive was all about deception. Whether they were running end arounds, faking handoffs, or whatever it was, they were using deception in order to trick this Guyer defense. There, like you said, it looked like a tush push, but it wasn't. They were able to go around the outside, and Almanza, with that speed, with that athleticism, able to give his team the lead.
Turn for Guyer. Whistler is into Byron Nelson territory. Gets inside and is out of bounds at the 10-yard line. And that's some big momentum from that kick return for the Guyer Wildcats. And give a lot of credit to Owen Whistler to get things going for the Wildcats.
Well, you talk about how we wanted them to find a way to get some momentum going. Their offense has been flat. Well, how about a big kickoff return to start the second half and get your team in red zone without a single play? I mean, that's the best way to do it right there. And Whistler, heck of a job running through the defense, finding some blocks, and just getting to the other side of the field where there were less defenders in order to run it all the way down to what I believe is going to be around the 7-8 yard line. Just a fantastic return and a great must-score opportunity here for Guyer. Haywood is someone who came into this game with nearly 25 tackles for a loss. He is someone that is great at getting behind the line of scrimmage, and he did so there.
2nd and 12. Almanza steps up, hits a man over the middle, and took a big hit right there near the 40-yard line. Now it's Owen Church, who is right in the teeth of that defense. Made the catch in traffic, and it's a 3rd and 6.
And, that's not a pass is going to get you a first down by any means, but at least gets you a little bit closer. You were looking at a potential 3rd and 12. Instead, now you have 3rd and 6. You cut it in half and give your team a chance to do a little bit more with this play.
Some movement on the line. Almanza, the screen pass to Hill. Gets to the 13 before he is brought out of bounds by Moss. And truly is a running back by committee, but that screen pass got him out to the 15, and so it's a gain of 5.
Yeah, and a fun fact about Hill, he actually ran in the Junior Olympics, so you know he has some speed. Someone you could expect to see them try and get out wide into open territory and just let him run loose.
And a timeout called by Byron Nelson.
I can actually tell you exactly why that timeout was called. Sorry, there were 2 receivers lined up on the right side, 1 man covering them both. That very easily could have been a nightmare for Byron Nelson, but Coach Woodward clearly saw it and wanted to make sure that was not how their season ended.
Yeah. 4th and 16 coming up for Guyer. Morgan, shotgun snap. He drops back. Here comes the pressure from the edge. He steps up to the 30, 25. He has a first down, and he gets out of bounds at the 13. 5 seconds left on the clock. Carter Morgan with a big-time 4th down scramble.
That might be the play of Carter Morgan's life. You have a 4th and 16 situation. Your team needs you to get the first down, and you run it yourself on a quarterback scramble with all the pressure on you, and you get your team with chance to make a game-winning field goal in round 3 of the playoffs.
Andrew Johnson from 31 yards out. Byron Nelson calls a timeout and sets up Andrew Johnson for a hero's kick to send him in the regional final.
And when you think about this entire game, Carter Morgan, yes, has ran the ball fairly well, but they've always done a good job of containing him, not letting him be too explosive.
Yep.
That's explosive.
Oh, yeah.
That was an explosive run. That was a 20-yard run. I mean, that's probably the longest run that they've had all game, and just like that, he sets his team up in the perfect position to win it. I mean, wow. Just wow.
31 yards from the right hash mark. Andrew Johnson, a chance to win it for Guyer. Snap is good. The kick, it's up. It's long enough. It is good. As we are just getting underway here in Justin. Carter Morgan is the starting quarterback for Guyer. Moves a couple of men in motion. Takes the snap and it goes up the middle. That is Caden Cobbs with his first carry. Gets to the Byron Nelson 49-yard line, so a gain of 4 to start things off for Guyer.
And that's going to be the first of many. Cobbs is the center point of this offense. They're going to run the ball with him a lot. They're going to run it up the middle a lot as well because he's just so strong, plays linebacker as well, and is just a really powerful back.
Sort of a full house formation here for Guyer. They got an H-back near the line of scrimmage. Cashbird is in motion. Morgan on a keeper, goes to the near side numbers, lowers the shoulder, gets to the 40, has a first down to the Byron Nelson 39, and there's the athletic ability of the sophomore quarterback Carter Morgan on display.
Yeah, Morgan, 50 attempts, 420 yards on the run so far this season, so he can definitely move with his legs. 4 rushing touchdowns, including one last week against Jesuit.
First down in Byron Nelson territory. Screen pass out to the far sideline. Couple of nice moves to get to the 31. And Guyer looking to be very efficient with that passing game and looking to get Carter Morgan into a little bit of a groove there, and that's Cash Bird who takes the catch at the far sideline.
And something you'll see from this Guyer offense is that the receivers are also really good at blocking, and they're really great at setting up their teammates on those sort of screen plays with their blocks downfield.
8:47 to go in this first quarter. Guyer trying to get the opening touchdown of this ballgame. Moving Carson McClinton in motion. Morgan, keeper, outside right tackle. Nice open field stop at the 30-yard line by this Byron Nelson defense. And coming over to make the stop. Look at that, was Will Myers who made that tackle there. Turns into a 3rd and 2 as the rain really coming down here in Justin. Can't really see where the play clock is here. Still trying to identify it. Oh, there's 7 seconds left right under the scoreboard. Screen pass out to the far sideline. That is Cobbs. He has a first down. They mark him out of bounds at the 28. So it's a gain of 2, but that is enough to move the chains.
I like that play call a lot. Get Cobbs out in open field with an easy pass out to the right and let him do his thing. Some good blocks ahead of him, and he's able to get those 2 yards they needed very easily.
Now 1st and 10 for Guyer at the 28-yard line of Byron Nelson. 7:55 to go in this first quarter. 3 wide receivers all stacked up to the left here for Guyer. Clinton goes in motion. The keeper, and it's a handoff to Cobbs after all. Tries to go up the middle. And that Byron Nelson defensive line really standing up to the challenge there. And that was George Toya, who really stopped it there for no gain.
And Toya's going to have to make a lot more of those plays in this game if they're going to have any chance of stopping Cobbs. He's really great at stopping the run. He's a big, big frame and 305 pounds, and we're going to be seeing his name a lot, I believe.
Now 2nd and 10. Morgan, quick drop back. Gets out to Cobbs out of the backfield. Steps out of bounds at the 26. Colt Pride had him in his sights, and Cobbs with a gain of 1 on that play to step 3rd down.
It's going to be a 3rd down and long for them. Really weren't able to get a whole lot on that play, and we haven't seen Morgan try and throw it deep downfield yet, so we'll see if they maybe try and go into a deeper pass. Of course, when Byron Nelson tried their first deep pass, it was an interception.
Morgan down the shotgun. Cobbs is with him in the backfield. 3-step drop. Goes to the far sideline. In and out of the hands of the receiver. And the intended target was Corbin Glasgow. And that was incomplete. Rodney Weatherspoon there in coverage. And he made sure to break that one up. And it's 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit.
Well, we talked in the pregame about how whether it was going to be Weatherspoon or Sibby who was going to be covering Rodney Glasgow, he was going to have his hands full. 2 really good cornerbacks. There's Weatherspoon, who just does a really great job of coming back to the ball and breaking it up.
44-yard field goal attempt for Andrew Johnson. From the right hash, kick is long enough, it's high enough, and it is no good. He yanked it wide to the left. Johnson had been 12 of 18 on field goals coming into tonight, along of 48 yards. Had a lot of distance on that one, but couldn't quite get it lined up on the right hash mark.
Yeah, it looks like he missed just a couple yards to the left. Didn't miss it by too much, but that's something that Guyer usually counts on, is the ability to score after forcing a turnover. It's something they did really well last week. It's something they've done well all season for that matter. But here, Byron Nelson able to make a stand, get the ball back, and make sure that that interception didn't hurt them.